Good evening. This is Daniel Brown, reporting on an intriguing development that has sparked unique cultural exchanges between American and Chinese citizens amidst geopolitical tensions. As the United States government deliberates a potential ban on TikTok due to national security concerns, a wave of Americans has found a digital refuge in the Chinese social media app Rednote, also known as Xiaohongshu or Red Book. This platform, typically used by Chinese speakers, has become an unexpected bridge connecting citizens from both nations through humor, curiosity, and cultural exchange. The catalyst, TikTok ban and Rednote's rise. At the heart of the controversy surrounding TikTok are allegations that user data may be accessible to the Chinese government under Beijing's cybersecurity laws. While TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, has refuted these claims, the debate has fueled fears of surveillance. Let's dive into the footage.
You can't do this!
Time is running out for TikTok. The Supreme Court set to rule as soon as today whether or not to uphold a U.S. ban on the popular app. In a hearing last week, the justice is expressing skepticism over arguments by lawyers for TikTok that a ban on the app would violate users' First Amendment rights. The bipartisan law set to go into effect this Sunday stipulates TikTok must be sold away from its Chinese ownership because of national security concerns. Officials warn China could potentially steal users' data or manipulate content shown to Americans.
China is engaged in an ongoing and unrelenting effort to hack the United States. And now they've got a surveillance tool in everybody's pocket. The software doesn't just have funny videos. It also collects everywhere you go, everybody you talk to, everybody you work with.
TikTok denies they share data with the Chinese government, but now new names are surfacing as potential buyers for the platform.
Let's go, Elon.
Including Elon Musk, who owns X and is a close advisor to President-elect Trump, who now supports saving the app. Both Bloomberg and the Wall Street Journal, citing people familiar with discussions, say Chinese officials are weighing an option to allow Musk to take control.
I think the worst thing that could happen to TikTok besides getting shut down is Elon buying it.
Musk, who famously bought Twitter after joking about it, has said nothing, and TikTok calls the suggestion pure fiction. Former Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin previously launched an effort to buy it, and Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary says he and other investors are also making a play.
We're the only syndicate that put a real bid in front of the company, in front of the bankers, in front of the shareholders, and in front of the Chinese government.
But perhaps the biggest hurdle, TikTok owner ByteDance says the platform isn't actually for sale. In the face of the looming ban, some users have flocked elsewhere.
Hello, TikTok refugees from the U.S. Welcome to Rednote.
I'm new here, and I came from TikTok.
Propelling two other Chinese-based platforms to the top spots in the app stores, with Rednote, an app similar to Instagram, now the top download, and Lemonade, also owned by ByteDance and similar to TikTok, just behind it. Those apps could also eventually face a ban due to their Chinese ownership and similar security concerns. Now, the ball is with the Supreme Court as we wait their decision on TikTok's appeal. Now, President Trump has been a vocal supporter of the app, after, though, initially being one of the first to suggest banning it. On the other side of the aisle, 4 Democratic lawmakers introduced legislation just yesterday with the hope of extending this deadline while urging a solution other than a ban. Of course, the initial law had broad bipartisan support due to those national security concerns we outlined.
Yeah, broad support indeed. Yeah. Thank you, Savannah.
All right, thank you.
In response, thousands of Americans have migrated to Rednote, with over 700,000 new users joining in just 2 days, making it the most downloaded free app in the US App Store. This influx has allowed direct interaction between Americans and over 300 million Mandarin-speaking users on Rednote. Ironically, this cultural exchange is unfolding against the backdrop of strained US-China relations, particularly as Beijing prepares for potential challenges during the ongoing US presidency. Digital dialogue, humor and curiosity. Rednote has become a forum for Americans and Chinese users to share jokes and memes, fostering a sense of camaraderie. Some Americans describe their presence on the app as a form of trolling or defiance against their government's stance on Chinese platforms. We're here to learn about China, connect with you, and maybe annoy our government a little in the process, quipped one user, summing up the sentiments of many. Posts such as "I'm looking for my Chinese spy," "I miss you," and responses from Chinese users like "I'm here" highlight the light-hearted yet poignant exchanges occurring daily, unlikely connections and popular topics. Conversations on Rednote span a range of topics, from food and entertainment to lifestyle questions such as, "Is life in America really like the TV show Friends?" Meanwhile, Chinese users have jokingly demanded a cat tax in exchange for their hospitality, resulting in a flood of adorable pet photos from American users. Educational exchanges have also flourished. Chinese users frequently seek help with English homework, with Americans offering quick and eager assistance. This dynamic exemplifies a unique people-to-people interaction that transcends the usual barriers imposed by geopolitics. Challenges ahead for Rednote. While Rednote's newfound popularity signals its potential as a cultural bridge, it faces significant hurdles. The same concerns about surveillance and data security that plague TikTok could eventually extend to Rednote. Moreover, Beijing's strict internet regulations raise questions about how long such open exchanges will be tolerated. Reports of censorship are already emerging, with posts on sensitive topics, such as LGBTQ+ rights, flagged for violating community guidelines. Chinese users have also cautioned their American counterparts to avoid controversial subjects like politics and religion to maintain harmonious interactions. A temporary digital oasis, despite the challenges, Rednote has provided a rare platform for open dialogue between Americans and Chinese citizens. As one user aptly noted, "No one would have expected we could meet and communicate like this one day." Whether this phenomenon will be sustained or curtailed remains uncertain. However, for now, it's a poignant reminder of the power of humor, curiosity, and shared experiences to bridge divides in a world increasingly defined by conflict. And that wraps up tonight's report. Thank you for joining us on Latest Global News TV. Stay informed and connected by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. I'm Daniel Brown, wishing you a safe and peaceful evening. Until next time, take care.